Thanks for tuning in to another dose of bite-sized bits of knowledge where we give you meaningful information in a short amount of time. Today we're talking about transfers. It's a big concept, so we're going to break it up into a bunch of pieces. What I want to get into today is the concept of transfers as a whole, big picture. And that's broken up into a lot of different videos to follow. So first, we have voluntary transfers, then we have involuntary transfers. We have rights of first refusal transfers. We have, or should have in your agreement, something that to the effect of good transfers and bad transfers. And it's important to mention that transfers don't necessarily have to mean all of your shares. It could be part of your shares. It could be certain interests in your shares. So it's really important to understand the concept. To jump in, I want to start with voluntary transfers. Most good agreements are going to find language relating to what's called permitted transfers or approved transfers, or they might just have a blanket prohibition on transfers altogether. Sometimes you'll see something like all the partners are prohibited from transferring their shares, period. Sometimes you'll see something that says the partners can transfer the shares only with the approval of the board or only with the approval of a unanimous agreement of all the other partners or a lesser threshold of agreement of all the partners. Regardless of the threshold or the approach, it should be in there. Every deal is different. The intent of the parties are always different. And it can vary in a lot of different ways. It just needs to be there. It needs to be discussed. And so the reason why is this. Consider this. You have a situation where you have three partners, you worked hard, you put all your blood, sweat, and tears into the business, and you have a partner who just wants to cash out. And they do. They sell their shares. You find out through an email because he's on his yacht in Tahiti that he sold his shares. And now you have a partner with this random person or random business, and you don't know them, they don't know you don't know their qualifications, and you don't know if you're even going to like them. You don't know if they're going to fit in to your culture. But it happened because it could, and it did. So they cashed out. Now you have a new partner. Congratulations. That is a nightmare for most businesses. And so that's why you want to have something preventing that. You want to make sure that you're more in control of who can get out and how. So voluntary transfers, as the name suggests, really depicts a scenario where one person or entity partner wants to get out and whether or not that's allowed. And of course, the mechanics of how that usually will work are also to be addressed in the agreement. It's a big mistake not to address it. And I'll explain why all in another video coming up soon. So don't forget to download the free materials below relating to our business planning stress test, our formation chart if you haven't already done so, and so maybe it's some other freebies that would be very helpful to you in the description. So thanks for stopping by and stay tuned for more.